Primeramente voy a saludar con idioma de nuestro Bangkok.
First, he's gonna say hello in his language.
Te oí, si guayi que yahi Diego, cuya David, soy yo los aquí con el monstero, si voy monstero, pende, si guayi monstero, taisi, pues so taisi, pues. Te oí iño, pa ahí si ada tai choi kia, pues soy nada ane y es que mañana con que nadie. Pai punya iko ungku ki pai de nya ki hu ki i pai dai buna ye ki hu ki pai ke mun sa ro bi dai buna ye sa ni so yo do hai pai ke ki u de pai ke pai de nya ki pai ke bien bienvenido compañero Diego y David y todos nuestro grupo, ¿no? Agradezco bien y estoy contento de su país que vinieron y ayuda bastante a los años que vienen también, y por ustedes yo ando lejos, pues si no yo paso en la casa trabajando un trabajo pequeño. Muchas gracias.
He first wants to say welcome to all of us. Always he mentions our names because the easy names that he hears always. Also for me it's hard to learn all of your names. That's why he always pronounces our names because he knows our name. He said that thank you. He feels happy that you are here. He feels happy all of these years, all of the help that in some way we bring when we visit his house, when we work with him, that we provide to Delio. Also, he was using in your language. I thought it was just something saying hello, but also some of the words that he was using. Probably it's also one of the ways he's like saying the spirits that we are his friends, you know, like saying this is a nice people, you know? They are not the enemies.
Ya, esta corona no es comprado. Primeramente yo tomé ayahuasca con mi tío político y tomaba primera prueba, tomé dos bocaditas, no le miré nada. Yo ese tiempo tenía 6 años y así también no le miré nada, me cogió diarrea y vómito.
The first time that he remembered when he drank ayahuasca was with his aunt, and he didn't see anything, just he got diarrhea and he just threw up.
Después siguiente día me preguntó, me dijo, ¿qué vio? Nada, me cogió diarrea y vómito y usted existe mucha bulla. Entonces dijo, no, primera bebida usted toma, y yo soy chamán, no, tiene que aprender bastante tiempo, me dijo.
He thought that the first time drinking he will have some visions, he will find something, but his aunt said that the first time drinking is not enough. You have to learn more, you have to drink more times if you want to learn something, if you want to have some visions.
De ahí entonces, bueno, dije, yo seguía tomando, ya cuando tenía 8 años yo comencé a ayudar a un cocinero, un joven estaba cocinando. Y yo me fui, yo no conocía ayahuasca también, era una liana gruesa, la liana pequeña, cortaba una brazada, yo le recogía y montonaba un poco, y ahí, la mitad yo cargaba y él también ayudaba a cargar. Dentro de 3 días nosotros ya vamos a cocinar y me fui a ayudar.
When he was 8 years old is the time when they bring him to prepare the ayahuasca. He didn't know which plants are the ones that they use for this beverage, and he went to help them cutting the plants and the vines for ayahuasca beverage, and after 3 days they start preparing with him. It was the first time that he saw them preparing the ayahuasca.
De ahí yo seguía tomando. Ya cuando yo tenía 15 años, ya me fui a preparar yo solo. De las 8 de la mañana hasta las 6 de la tarde, yo solito preparé. Y ahí se fue mi tío político, todos se fueron. ¿Qué dice? ¿Está bien? No sé, yo como no sé cocinar, cocino muy poco. Bueno, y él tomó, después dijo, está bien, dijo. Y seguía tomando, después hizo el ritual, amaneció, está bien ya.
When he was 15 years old, well, after to try many times, but when he was 15 years old, he prepared ayahuasca for his aunt. And then he was the one tasting if he know after all of these years how to prepare the good one. For example, when he was cooking, he went at 6 a.m., he started cooking at 6 a.m., he finished 8 p.m. All of the time, normally have to boil the vine and the leaves that we already saw. And then when his aunt drink, he said that is fine, is good.
De ahí dijo, bien, qué vio. Yo le dije, yo le miré unos, así, mariposas de colores venían, y sus filas venían, puesto la corona de mariposa y el todo. Y eso le miré, y también ya tiene buen espiritual, va a aprender más. Y me dijo, yo seguía tomando, sigue tomando. Sí. Después tomé otra vez más espeso, tomé, ahí le miré la gente que venía.
When he drank that time with his aunt, he said that he saw some butterflies with many colors. And later, after to try a couple of times more, he finally was able to see people, some people.
De ahí ya le miré todo, la gente vinieron de colores puestos la corona bonita. Entonces de ahí le digo a mi papá, voy a matar unos tucanes, todo voy a hacer para acá. Ya, usted lo que vio, usted hágalo. Bueno, ya comencé a hacer, maté azulejo, un ave de tangara roja, de todo maté y ahí puse todo, tucanes. Ve. Hice yo solito. El bicho mismo le enseña todo para hacer la corona.
These people that he saw is the one, probably other shamans or the gods, that they came with that kind of crown. And then he told his father, and his father told him that he has to follow that dream. And in that dream, they teach him how to make which animals you have to use for the feathers. And then he went to collect feathers from tanagers, from toucans, and the other birds that they use. For the parrots as well.
Amarillo y rojo.
Macaws, blue and yellow, scarlet macaw.
Esto sí es comprado.
The only thing that he bite was this.
Este es un cornillo de tigre.
¿Cuál es el colmillo del tigre? This one is jaguar teeth.
Este en cambio de todos son de puerco.
The other ones, peccary, the wild boars.
Estos son huesos de un grulla grande, se llama cabucuy.
Those are bones from a heron.
Estos son cascabeles.
Those are seeds from a tree that they use like a bell to make that noise. Eso representa la lluvia, el sonido.
Sí, sí.
It represents the rain, the sounds when.
Y esto cuando por eso nosotros tomamos mes de agosto, la cigarra viene cantando, nosotros hacemos una olla grande, ¿no? Nosotros cuando ya el tiempo de agosto no canta cigarro, nosotros ya vemos en la olla de arcilla grande, está tapado con cedazos, él no puede levantar, entonces nosotros hacemos ritual, destapamos ese cedazo, ya vuela, ya comienza a cantar bastante cigarro.
He said what? Eso cuando hacen eso?
Mes de agosto.
Yeah. In August, he said that the shamans, tomando yageno, drink ayahuasca, and there is a group of cicadas that live in a cage. And drinking ayahuasca, they are able to open the cage, allow them to fly, and they start singing. ¿Y eso para qué sirve? Para que cuando
Pues verano para que esté buen verano.
para las lluvias.
Does that happen one time or it happens
In
every
August. In August. They do it in August
Every
in
August.
order to stop the rain.
Okay.
Every August.
Por eso ya comencé a tomar, ya me fui aquí primero a Siona, Secoya, Copo en Colombia, Siona, Colombia, Macahuaje, Coreguaje. 6 profesores. Yo me fui a aprender allá en Colombia, pasé un año. Allá tomé bastante, un año de ahí vine aquí, seguía tomando con mi tío victoriano. Después de eso, después dije, bueno, ahora ya no quiero preparar más. Entonces dije, entonces tienes que preparar guanto. Y ahora no sabía preparar, y yo le dije a mi papá para descansar, que prepare. Y bueno, encantado. Y mi papá para descansar preparó. Y me dio como ese pilche que tiene eso es grande. Tomé.
He also part of his preparation was with different indigenous groups, around 6 of them, and takes for him around 1 year to learn from different indigenous groups. Some of them in Colombia, some of them here in Ecuador, and once he finished that preparation, when he came, he feels that he needs something else in the beverage, and then is when he add a flower which is makes the ayahuasca even stronger, but he doesn't know how to do it, and then his father prepared for him. Ahora sí.
Ella tomé y eso guanto es duro, ese dura 24 horas.
The effect of that combination lasts for 24 hours.
Después descansé 15 días, de ahí preparó mi papá mismo. De ahí tomé, de ahí se fue mi tío victoriano y él me dio este título de nosotros, los cocos. Sin esto, solo estos no son chamanes buenos para traer los peces, para guardar el cielo, guardar mal espíritu y traer los animales y peces también.
After to prepare that beverage to drink, to control that kind of drink, his aunt helped tell him that he is ready to get this. It's like the certification that is a shaman. He said that just the good shamans are the ones that they have these things together. But you know, espérate un ratito. These leaves you can find in the forest. I think we saw some of them. But when another shaman, which is like one of the top shamans, give you, means that you are ready. Ya. Síguenos.
Según ven los profesores, los antiguos, ven todo. Sé que tiene buena idea para cuidar a la comunidad, ellos ven, le dan este título. Sé que tiene otra línea, hay 2 clases. Un chamán ve tigre, hace brujería, hace daño, a él no le entrega. Sé que buen chamán para cuidar a la comunidad, ahí ven, le entrega este título.
You know, he said that there are 2 types of shamans, the good ones and the bad ones. The bad ones, we can say that they are witchers that make something bad. And the good shamans, they are the ones that want to help people, want to help the community, and they are the only ones able to get these 2 things.
Este título cogí a los 32 años. De 6 años, 15 años, de 32 años.
Espérate un ratito, Delio. Also, it's nice because we were talking about this. When he was 32 years is when he got this. Imagine, in some way the preparation started at 6 years old. So now you can know how hard it is and why some of the younger people now, they don't want to continue with this life because it's something difficult, takes time.
Por eso yo estoy cuido la comunidad. A veces se enferma y ellos vienen, me consultan, yo me voy a otro lado, ya que la comunidad yo tengo que ir a ver. Después primeramente tengo que chequear. Tomo yoco o tabaquito, me voy a chequear. Sé que es grave, entonces tiene que preparar ayahuasca para tomar, para quitar mal espíritu.
He said that he is the one here who helped this community, the community in front, and all of the people who need some help. If somebody is sick and asks for his help, he goes to the house, drink yoko, which is kind of energetic beverage, or use a cigarette in order to clean the bad spirit or the problem they have, to help them in some way. and that is the way he works with the people. Also, before I forgot to say that, before when when he say welcome, he say that normally most of the time he's in this place. Most of the time he's here. This time he's outside because he came with us. He came guiding to us. That's why he's outside. But most of the time he's here, doing these things that he already explained.
Hoy día es mi día, ya estoy cumpliendo 72 años de mi vida, hoy 6 de junio. Muchas
Today is
gracias.
his birthday. Today is his birthday. 72 years old today.
¿Alguna pregunta?
Now you have any question about these things we were talking about? First, let's start with these things. If you have something maybe not related with these things, you can ask now as well, but first let's start with these things that he already explained. You have some questions with these things? Senor, please.
He spoke of his aunt.
Yeah.
His aunt helped him many times to learn.
Yeah, I
Is
thought
that
that was his grandfather, but now I realize that it is his aunt. His grandfather who teach him. But I didn't know. I forgot that was his uncle. See,
Thank
because there is just one. I know one person who was a shaman, one woman, but is like exception. It's like the chosen one, like in the movies, that in the
Like
predictions.
like Whale Rider.
In
So
the
you saw
predictions,
Whale
they
Rider.
say this will be the one, and that was the one. See, but it's something very. It's not chauvinistic reason. When I ask to many shamans, most of them say that it's because when women is way stronger than men, they say, but when the women have menstruation time, is you lose power, and when you lose that power, bad spirits can get go inside your body and get your soul, and you probably can be bad shaman, something like that. Yeah? Another question, please. Now, Senor.
Can he tell us then, if someone comes to him with a problem, a health problem, mental or physical, and he uses the yahe, does he always use the yahe in that situation to diagnose? And if he does, or how does he diagnose? I remember talking earlier about he sees the animal figure of the illness or something. How does he know what the person's problem is, and then how to treat it?
I'm gonna use an example to answer your question.
Sure.
Delio, si viene una persona, por ejemplo, a que le cures, viene, por ejemplo, el Alexis, viene que le doy así la panza, viene con dolor de barriga y se sienta aquí. ¿Cómo tú sabes qué le duele? Si él no te dice, si él dice que le duele por aquí, pero no sabe dónde, ¿cómo tú puedes saber qué le duele?
Nosotros ya sabemos nuestro estudio. Pues. Sé que ya duele estómago o espalda. Nosotros le tanteamos, ya sentimos todo.
¿A dónde está el dolor?
Dolor. Entonces usted está mal hecho, mal espíritu. Entonces nosotros ya sabemos todo para hacer su trabajo.
If Alexis came here sick, you know that he doesn't know where he has the pain, but it's somewhere between this part of his body. He say either back, stomach, you know, with his hands they start feeling. And in energetic way, they feel where is the pain. Let's say if the pain is here, they have, you know, if it's something that is not like maybe an organ or something like that you can fix with the plant, they drink yahe. And then they can to see what happened, what is the next step.
Sí, una vez yo así vinieron uno de Holanda.
Yeah.
Vinieron, después yo estuve así, haciendo ahora como
¿Pero vinieron como turistas o vinieron
así,
solo como
así, presentación, como ahora.
Yeah.
Así vinieron uno. Después cuando yo le estuve haciendo así todo, pues.
Yeah.
Cuando eso vino a sentar. Dije, de limpiar, estuve limpiando 3 personas. Y cuando ella estaba acá, se acuesta. Le digo, que esta está enferma, dije. Sí, dije. Yo pensaba que sí, el otro, el guía, pensaba que estaba durmiendo. Le digo, no, esta está enferma, cogió como, tiene ataque, dije. Entonces de ahí le levanté, ahí se acostó. De ahí levantaron, de ahí voy a traer otras hojas. De ahí le limpié todo el cuerpo, le soplé la cabeza. Usted sobre 2 años tiene de este ataque de... Ahí digo, sí, 2 años. Sí, uno ya sabemos todo. De ahí le dije, ahora le doy una medicina que tome y para que después de usted, yo le doy esto, ya más locura, tome remedio. No coman así ganado. Solo gallina puede comer 8 meses. Se fue y después al año vino guía. Como guía venía aquí a ese tiempo. Después dije, está bien. Sí, nosotros, yo pude hacer una de Holanda.
He's using an example that there was a group from Netherlands who came here with a guy to visit him, not in the way we were visiting the other people, just came in one of the activities that the other companies offered many years ago. And he was making something we did with the other shaman. So I sit here cleaning, and then one of the ladies just fell down. The guy thought that was a joke, was maybe sleeping, and then when Delio started checking, he tell her, you are sick. That's why you are like this. And she said, yes, I am sick. And then he found a medicine for her, explained how to use that medicine. He tell her that for that medicine, and if she wants to be better, to feel better, it's not allowed for her to eat 8 months cattle. I mean, bull, cow, meat, red meat, just chicken. Yeah, if she wants to eat meat, chicken. And after some years later, that guy back again to this place with the news that she's better. That is one example that also she's using to explain your question. His grandfather who teach him, but I forgot that was his uncle. See, because there is just one, I know one person who was a shaman, one woman, but is like exception. It's like the chosen one, like in the movies, that in the predictions,
like Whale Rider.
in the predictions they say this will be the one, and that was the one. See, but it's something very. It's not chauvinistic reason. When I ask to many shamans, most of them say that it's because when women is way stronger than men, they say, but when the women have menstruation time, you lose power, and when you lose that power, bad spirits can go inside your body and get your soul, and you probably can be bad shaman, something like that. Yeah? Another question, please. Now, señor.
Can he tell us then, if someone comes to him with a problem, a health problem, mental or physical, and he uses the yahe, does he always use the yahe in that situation to diagnose? And if he does, or how does he diagnose? I remember talking earlier about he sees the animal figure of the illness or something. How does he know what the person's problem is, and then how to treat it?
I'm going to use an example to answer your question.
Sure.
Delio, si viene una persona, por ejemplo, a que le cures, viene por ejemplo el Alexis, viene que le doy así la panza, viene con dolor de barriga y se sienta aquí. ¿Cómo tú sabes qué le duele? Si él no te dice, si él dice que le duele por aquí, pero no sabe dónde, ¿cómo tú puedes saber qué le duele?
Nosotros ya sabemos nuestro estudio. Pues. Sé que ya duele estómago o espalda, nosotros le tanteamos, ya sentimos todo.
Ah, ¿dónde está el dolor?
Entonces usted está mal hecho, mal espíritu, entonces nosotros ya sabemos todo para hacer su trabajo.
If Alexis came here sick, that he doesn't know where he has the pain, but it's somewhere between this part of his body, he say either back, stomach, with his hands they start feeling. And in energetic way, they feel where is the pain. Let's say if the pain is here, they have, if it's something that is not like maybe an organ or something like that you can fix with the plant, they drink yahe. And then they can to see what happened, what is the next step.
Sí, una vez yo así vinieron uno de Holanda.
¿Ya?
Vinieron, Después yo estuve así, haciendo ahora como
¿Pero
presentación.
vinieron como turistas o vinieron
Así,
solo como...
así, presentación, como ahora.
Ya.
Así vinieron uno. Después cuando yo le estuve haciendo así todo, pues,
Ya.
cuando eso vino a sentar. Dije, de limpiar, estuve limpiando 3 personas. Y cuando ella estaba acá, se acuesta. Le digo, que esta está enferma, dije. Sí, dije. Yo pensaba que sí, el otro, el guía, pensaba que estaba durmiendo. Le digo, no, esta está enferma, cogió como, tiene ataque, dije. Entonces de ahí levanté, ahí se acostó. De ahí levantaron, de ahí voy a traer otras hojas, dije. De ahí limpié todo el cuerpo, le soplé la cabeza. Usted sufre 2 años, tiene de este ataque de... Le digo, sí, dije, 2 años, sí, sufrí. Uno ya sabe un poco. De ahí le dije, ahora le doy una medicina que tome y para que después de usted, yo le doy esto, ya mando curar, tome remedio. No coman así ganado. Solo gallina puede comer 8 meses. Se fue y después al año vino el guía. Como guía venía aquí a ese tiempo. Después dije, está bien. Sí, nosotros, yo pude hacer una de Holanda.
He's using an example that there was a group from Netherlands who came here with a guy to visit him, not in the way we were visiting the other people, just came in one of the activities that the other companies offered many years ago. And he was making something we did with the other shaman. So I sit here cleaning, and then one of the ladies just fell down. The guy thought that was a joke, was maybe sleeping, and then when Delio started checking, he tell her, you are sick. That's why you are like this. And she said, yes, I am sick. And then he found a medicine for her, explain how to use that medicine. He tell her that for that medicine, and if she wants to be better, to feel better, it's not allowed for her to eat 8 months cattle. I mean, bull, cow, meat, red meat, just chicken. Yeah, if she wants to eat meat, chicken. And after some years later, that guy back again to this place with the news that she's better. That is one example that also she's using to explain your question. Para curarse. Por ejemplo, en un mes, ¿cuántas veces?
A veces viene aquí al año, viene enfermo, viene de Quito, viene de Guayaquil, viene a veces de La Guardia, se no sabe llegar.
Sí.
Estoy enfermo, tengo así como diabetes, otra enfermedad. Digo, tengo remedio, ya. Y recupero.
Yeah, from outside, he say like sometimes one time per year there are some people who came from outside, either Quito, Guayaquil, La Guardia, they came here for some extra help, some maybe different medicine. Y la gente de aquí, de tu comunidad, en un mes cada cuánto vendría, o en año, ¿cuánto?
Al año viene, a veces 2 años se enferma.
No, pero la gente de aquí cuando
aquí,
se enferma,
sí, al
¿cuán
año
a menudo viene?
A veces viene mal espíritu y ya me llama la atención. Y yo tengo que ir a ver, después que prepare el remedio, ya. No, recupero, ya. No coma 3 días. Esa es dieta, pues. 3 días. Puede comer una panguana, pero sin sal. Y ahí recupero. Así cuida la comida.
Yeah, pero no es muy a menudo.
No.
It's not very often. He said probably he doesn't have a number. It's not very often, but he is explaining that also the same. They came, he checked what is the problem, he find the solution, and the same. They have a recipe that they tell him, okay, we are gonna eat this bird. Don't eat with salt. Panguana is a very nice bird that we have here. The name is Curacao. That is the name in English. Curacao is a very nice bird. That, for example, that is one of the birds they eat. But why he explained that is probably because if you eat this animal and you add salt, you are not feeling good anymore. It's some like indication like doctors when they say don't eat gluten, don't eat this, something like that.
Es que la panguana no tiene mucho así no tiene mucho sangre, ¿no? Eso es lo que canta ese panguán.
The one we hear, no es el otro, el curazao, no es el grande, es el tinamú. Sorry, I was wrong. Panguana for them is that bird singing.
Sí, ese curazao también lo mismo.
But also for both of them, they don't use salt, you say. The other one singing, that is the one also we saw flying in the forest today.
Can he tell us, like, when a woman goes into labor, is she assisted by the other women here? Do they go somewhere? How is labor and delivery of children?
Yeah, in that thing, normally mothers help in that thing. Mothers, grandmothers, sisters in that thing. There are some of them that if they have to do it here, they have the babies here in the community. But that is another group of people who work with that. Like me, mother, grandmother, sister, is the ones who help in that process. Shamans is for another type of process.
How is the birth rate? I mean, are most deliveries successful in the
Most
village?
of them, what I know here, it is, most of them, if there is something happening, if the grandmother came and cannot help, they go very fast to the first doctor that from here going very fast will be in 2 hours and a half.
Yeah.
2 hours and a half. But you know, also we are talking about women that in most of the time when they are pregnant, they are still doing some things, that they're walking, that they're kind of resistant, you know. I know just recently the case of the wife of a friend of mine that live in this community. He was ready to have the para ellos mismos, como una farmacéutica, o algunos investigadores para una universidad. ¿Ha pasado tal vez algo así?
No, nosotros aquí, buena pregunta. Y aquí viene a veces para probar a veces cómo reacciona su cultura, ellos vienen. Una vez ya hace un mes, vino uno de Suiza y Italia. Querían probar. Entonces yo le preparé y vinieron 5 personas. Tomaron dos chicas y 3 varones. Entonces tomaron. Entonces y él quería tomar grande, ahí, doble. Le dije no. Nosotros le damos 3 bocaditas, le damos, no muchas. De pronto si es que le doy demasiado, puede bloquear. Aquí es muy diferente ese ayahuasca. Entonces tomaron todo. Yo estuve ahí en la mata, acá otro estaba, allá están todos. Las mujeres tienen que estar allá. Entonces tomaron todo. Entonces después de rato, ya la chica ya estaba ya me cogió, dice. La otra también, el otro también lo mismo. El otro dice, a mí no me coge nada. Dime otro bocadito. Y le di, yo le dije que esto es mentira, esto es engañoso, este ayahuasca. Entonces, lo mismo 3 bocaditos. Y le di. Y apenas tomó, se acostó en la mata. Y se levantó, me voy al baño, se fue allá. Y a mí también me cogió durísimo. Yo estoy acostado ahí en la mata, viendo cómo venía la gente. Viendo, cuando el rato se fue al baño, y ahí comenzó a gritar. Gritó durísimo. Y ahora yo qué hago, le dije. Yo levanté, me fui, levanté con eso. Bueno, véngale. Levantó otra. Aquí voy a ver, allí en el río parado estaba. Yo ya vine a acostar. Véngale. De pronto para ahogar. Él está viendo su visión. Vino y le dijo, era el río, dijo él. Y el siguiente día no dijo nada. Después él vio bonito. Parece una sábana puesta. Como mosquitero, digamos. Así. Y ahí a ese de mosquitero salió una chica, dice. Vestido blanco, corona blanco, bien bonita. Dice. Y ahí está viendo, yo le llamé y él vino, yo aquí te acosté. De ahí cogí y le venté. Ahora sí voy a recuperar. Después de ahí las 5 de la mañana me despertó bien. ¿Tiene tabaco? Le digo sí. Ahí está todito ya levantar, despertaron, y estamos bien, ya. Quedó quieto. Después siguiente día las 7 de la mañana. Yo estaba bien, sí. Si quiere tomar cafecito, 7 horas. Sí, gracias. Y me fui, le dije a mi hija, mi nuera, que preparó, traje. Tomaron cafecito con pancito. Bueno, a las 9 vamos a salir. No, las 8. Las 8 me voy a dejar al puente. Y voy al puente Agua Negra, de ahí me voy a Tarapoa. De ahí vino el bus y le mandé pues. Eso está. Después se fue, a los 3 días, me llamó atención aquí. Mandó. Dijo, Shaman, dijo, oye, yo estoy bien, dijo, yo estoy cerca de mi casa, dijo. Falta como 5 cuadras, dijo, ya estoy de aquí, dijo. Yo le miré bien y allá ya manda escribiendo todo. Le miré bien, bonito. Miré unos, todos de esos de río, dijo. Ahora voy a llegar, después voy a conversar con mi mamá, dijo. Después llegó ya a las media hora, ya, vuelta me llamó. Ya estoy bien, mamita me recibió bien, todos están contentos, dijo. Yo, ese estudio de nosotros tenemos un buen estudio para ver.
For your question, he said no. He said that just one month ago there was there are 2 people, one from Italy, one from Switzerland, that came to drink ayahuasca. They got a good experience. That after 3 days, also they called him to tell that the experience was very good. That now they are going back home. They're going back home and they are feeling better. Pero como científicos o alguien de compañías, no para tomar ayahuasca,
No.
sino para aprender de las plantas y llevarse el conocimiento.
No, ese no.
That's it. Good question. Maybe another question?
Did they come over for some healing, or was it to just
The people who was
investigate?
talking
Yeah,
about
to drink the ayahuasca
for some healing.
for healing. Okay.
Healing.
Is there anyone that he sees in his family taking on this role?
¿Hay alguien que esté tal vez tomando, puedas ser su sucesor cuando tú te vayas?
Sí, tiene que esperar. Yo mismo tengo que ver a ver cuál es buen alumno. Yo tengo que entregar el título.
¿Cuántos estudiantes tienes?
Yo ahorita tengo, antes había el 35.
¿Verdad?
Ahí está Wilman Criollo y él ya estaba aprendiendo. Y cuando, eso es también buena pregunta. Eso es muy difícil. Si una chica quiere aprender, no pues, tiene que ver a un chico. Un chico quiere aprender también, no tiene que ver a una chica. Si es que le mira a una chica, se casa, ya debilita. Y así sucesivamente. Ahora apenas tengo 8.
There was a point in his life that he used to have 35 students. But if you want to be a shaman, it's a hard life that if you find somebody else, you cannot get married, you cannot have sex. That's why now he has just 8. And if he find the best one in those 8, no matter if it's family for him, is the one who is gonna get something like this and will continue if one day he passes away. Even if he's still here and the other one have enough knowledge, also he can be a shaman.
Or any of those 8? None of
Yep.
those 8 are family, though.
Dentro de esos 8, ¿tienes algún familiar de los 8 alumnos?
Sí, yo tengo bastante. Y aquí,
Pero un familiar directo.
sí, directo allá, mi sobrina. Aquí está mi hermano Rafael Isaac Olmedo, tiene otro estudio de...
Tus 3 hermanos son tus
Sí,
estudiantes.
el
Tus
otro,
2 hermanos.
otro hermano también de Aguarico también.
3 of them are his brothers.
Total somos 5. Sí, sabemos todo.
Familia. 5 of them family.
His brothers, younger brothers.
¿Son más jóvenes que tú?
Sí, es joven.
Yeah, younger brother.
Yo soy mayor que todo.
He is the first son.
Yo este mes de agosto tengo que estar aquí, yo me voy a otra comunidad donde Guarico, San Pablo más arriba.
Soto sí hay.
A Soto sí, ahí tengo que enseñar a mis sobrinos. Aquí, allá, y aquí, allá.
Yeah, in that process to teach to another people, he has to go a couple of times. For example, next time he goes in August to Soto Siaya, which is a place close to the place where we pick up him. In that place, he has to go because there is another Siona community where he goes to train the people. You have a question?
Yeah, I wish could he tell us the main impacts of petroleum in this area throughout his life, whatever, up to the day? What are some of the main impacts?
Petróleo, compañía petrolera, hay bastante, viene contaminación. Viene por Cuyabeno Chico, por Cuyabeno acá, por Aguanera también, bastante, ahora como el creciente baja más, baja como aceite, ¿no? Así baja eso. Eso nosotros ya llamamos atención, es petróleo. Ya nosotros ya hicimos reunión. Ahora como tenemos nosotros presidentes de la organización, con él nosotros vamos a entrar más con esta contaminación.
Yeah, he says that one of the things he saw in the different rivers that they are around. In the beginning was he thought that I am talking about oil company here in the reserve because at the moment inside the reserve we don't have oil company. He thought that was the question, and I explained him that is what he saw about the oil company, and he said that there are different rivers where they are polluting the water. With his organizations, they already told because the Chinese company is the one that right now pollute more some of the rivers, and in some way they are connected with this Cuyabeno River.
Aquí por el Marian 4 había bastante, había unos pozos sépticos, escarbaba y así le botaba, y un día nosotros fuimos, le dije, ve, en vez de poner bien, cuando llueve, se asiente, filtra por adentro de tierra, eso le dije. Por eso nosotros, ustedes hacen bien, no están haciendo bien, tienen que poner un plástico grueso para que no pueda, ahí sí puede, no puede pasar eso, escapar eso, contaminación, le dije.
He said that there was a place that I think we are gonna see in the way. We can stop here in the way. I can show you where it is. I know that place. He said there is a place that the oil company is working, where the oil company is working, and he said that his people went to check the way the oil company is working, and they discovered that they didn't use good materials in a place that looks like a swimming pool to save some of the bad liquids, and that water was going underground.
Yeah.
Are they able to report that
Yeah.
behavior?
Yeah, he was. See, that is also what he said, that they report that together with his community, with the group of them, with the Siona community. Well, they have 4 communities here, but they have one organization, like one Siona organization. And when something like this happens, all of them go to see. Because for one of them is dangerous, you know. If they go alone, maybe they can find the bodyguards or something happen. That's why they need to go together. Also, it's important to know that Andes Petro, Chinese company, normally buy land around and then they can avoid this problem. Because if you own the land around, nobody can go inside your territory. And then you can hide something. For example, around, I buy the land, I damage this place, but nobody knows because nobody can visit this place. Because it's hiding. They hide the place.
How much of the food?
Que tienen ustedes para ustedes, ¿viene de aquí o viene de afuera?
No, aquí.
La mayoría.
Sí.
¿O qué será? ¿Un 80% de aquí, un 20% de afuera?
No, A veces nosotros compramos.
O un 90% de aquí, 10% de fuera.
No, menos. Nosotros compramos a veces sal, arrocito, a lo que quieren comer, arroz, compramos. Él compramos. A veces pescado, aquí mismo tenemos.
95% from here, 5% from outside.
So salt, rice.
Salt, rice, sugar, oil, rice we have. But very basic things.
Y ahora, como dice así, yo vengo viendo por internet, ¿no? Y ahí veo que toda la tarde veo, ahora dice que los pollos que comí ayer de pueblo viene contaminado. Y pasan noticias. De pronto de otro país dice esto puede enfermar de los Amazonía, dice, porque ustedes ya tienen su buena alimentación, comen yuca y plátano, así pasan vos.
He says that somebody saw in internet that chickens that they buy in the city, they are not good for the human body. They are in some way like poisonous chicken. And that's why they recommend to the people to eat their own chickens. That is something he saw in internet.
Y ahora otra cosa
Señor,
también.
espérate un ratito,
Ya.
What are his sources of
¿Cuál es la forma que te ayudas económicamente? Por ejemplo, vendes tal vez cacao, vendes tal vez café, o trabajas tu canoa, trabajas en los campamentos de arriba, o cómo tú obtienes tu dinero. ¿Cómo tú obtienes tu dinero?
Yo a veces, yo tengo cacao, a veces me dan trabajo, yo me voy a trabajo. Yo no puedo manejar motor, ya tengo mi edad, yo le mando motorista a mi hijo, él se va a trabajar. Yo le presto el motor de la comuna, yo presto, yo compro gasolina y él se va a trabajar. Así hago.
Yeah. One of the ways he gets some money is because he has cacao. He sells cacao. Another way he has money is sometimes the other companies, touristic companies need his motor. He don't go to work as a driver. He just borrow a motor from the community, and his son goes to drive the canoe because he knows how to drive, but now he's not able at all to work as a canoe driver. Because the canoe drivers you saw these days, they have to bring things, to move things, you saw our canoe drivers when we started the trip. Even now, they have to, and he said that he's not like able to do it in that way anymore. See, because sometimes we need to do it faster. Yeah, but that is the way he gets some money, some economic support. Now the life is not easy like it was before. He said that he's using example like with the sucre, the money that we used to have, the currency we used to have before. It was, easy to life, cheaper things, but now we have dollar and things are expensive and not all of the people is able to work, to eat, to have money, because if you don't work, no money. Ponle por ahí colgadito, o dóblales, por favor. O por allá por la mesa para yeah, if you don't have money, you don't live. Also, they are in some way angry with one community because there is a community that they organize touristic activities. They saw what is the way they can get some tourists, in order to have better attraction, something. For example, in those communities, the communities he's talking about. When people go to make yuca bread, you don't make just that activity. They came with something else. If right now they have a watermelon, if right now they are having a pineapple, if they have a papaya, they offer the things to the tourists. They offer, if they have a plantain, they offer plantain to the tourists. They offer many things to the tourists that they have. They find a way to attract more tourists. And most of the tourists, he say that they go to that place and they are not visiting the other communities. Because the idea is to work with tourists in group. But he say that that community is bringing all of the tourists. In that point probably is better for the president to organize together and to have similar style and to spread tourism around all of these communities. This community is doing something but the other can work in that way. That is the reason why most of the tourists go to that place. Por ahí se va la comunidad.
Sí, y ahí va.
It is connected with them.
And so do most of the children who grew up in this broader community, most of them who grow up stay here? Or do they end up going out to other places for work and to live?
La mayoría de gente, de niños, de jóvenes que crecen aquí, ¿ellos viven aquí o se mueven a vivir en otro lugar?
No, ahí viven.
They live.
Solo se van en lo que escuela, aprende colegio y eso. Pasa allá, pero regresa aquí.
For example, there are sometimes some children that go to the high school, finish the high school, and then they back here. Because they have internet now. All of them have internet. There was
What are his thoughts on it?
what is the thought? Sorry. Yeah.
For both
¿Qué piensas que crees?
Es bueno para mí. Para ver noticias, para mandar a llamar a otro país, también me llaman también.
We say that it's good because that is the way you can know the news, you can call to somebody else here, outside, in other countries. From here, all this way until the end of the trip that we have in Canoe tomorrow, all of them have internet. Because there was a company that provided them internet. And now all of them have, in every single house they have internet now.
Is it satellite?
Satellite. But no, sorry, no satellite. There are some antennas in a place that they are connected with another antenna and then connected with another antenna that they have. But not like a Starlink.
Nosotros que tenemos, ese dispara a otro lado de la parroquia. Parroquia Puerto Bolívar. Ellos disparan allá y ese mi casa dispara allá.
Yeah, it's the way like antennas go like, together.
Ese de antenas dispara a... No, nosotros ya estamos viendo todo eso. Una reunión se llama, por favor, para internet, para llamar, que llamen a nosotros como estas, o llaman a nosotros no juego, eso no juego, eso es muy delicado. A veces las mujeres comienzan a jugar, ya comienzan a hacer, ya pueden ir otro camino.
He said that they have meetings and talk about the restrictions on the internet, and then they decide that the internet will be here just for communication. But I to know that what happened with that person, things like that.
Creativo de Holanda. Después dijo, yo estoy en la casa, estoy con mi mamá, tengo un problema, tengo mucho, cae el viento y grande, y bastante frío, no tengo cosas por tomate, y hay un problema. Y yo estoy de Holanda, me llamo.
One of the ways he said that internet helped him is that there was a person who is his friend from Netherlands called him and explained that in Netherlands they have snow, they couldn't grow things, and to talk about life. That is one of the ways he said that is with internet. One of the reasons why he said it is good.
Usted vive una rama grande, otro país grande, otro país grande, y sabe nosotros una rama pequeña, nosotros vivimos pequeña.
For him, the world is like a big sable tree, like the tree we saw in the morning. He said that you live in a big branch somewhere in the sable, they live in a small branch somewhere in the sable, but at the end we live in the same tree. It's something like we say, we are different, but we live in the same planet. I think we have that phrase in Ecuador, probably we have the same thing in English. Bien, amigos. Ahora new.